It's not just a normal set of understanding or knowing. New clarity is really about, sorry, some technical difficulties there with the camera, but um, clarity is really about a new understanding for yourself, a new knowing. When you go through perseverance and you learn something new about yourself, you learn something new about your identity and how those triggers manifest and how you shift, that new understanding can create a paradigm shift. And a paradigm shift is really a shift in your beliefs, your perception. And when you shift and change the way you perceive or believe about something, you can really make major shifts to your life. Our beliefs, what we believe in, is what we do. Our beliefs are the foundation to all of our actions. And when we have a major paradigm shift in our life and we immediately change the way that we view a belief, it can have major impacts to the remainder or to the rest of our life in very, very large ways. This clarity really comes from a new understanding that comes from outside of us. And I'm being very broad here because I know in my viewers there's a lot of different belief systems. And so I'm trying to speak to a broad sense of beliefs and this idea of clarity. But clarity really comes from the universe. It comes outside from us. It gives us a new understanding, a new knowing that we're able to utilize to the rest of the process. It's where we grow. We take the growth process of perseverance and we mix it with the universe. We mix it with creation itself, or what we believe in as our creator. And when we do that, we start to strengthen our faith, which is really about thinking. And we start to believe. And that's really about believing, knowing. And we take this new information and we start to bring it back to honesty. We get a new level of honesty with ourselves. This new understanding, this new information, this new knowing that we have, we bring it back to ourselves internally. What do we know about ourselves? How does this affect us? How does this affect the way we view ourselves? We bring that to desire. Now we turn around and we adjust our desire based upon this new knowing, this new clarity. And we do the same thing with our actions in the context of integrity. So we're taking this honesty, desire, and integrity, we're growing with it through perseverance. It gives us a new understanding through clarity, and we update our mindset through adjustments of honesty, desire, and integrity. Now, sometimes a new understanding is just going to come into the form of, wow, it really just sets the way that I see things right now. Beautiful. What you do is you go back through the process of honesty, desire, and integrity, and you reaffirm that for you. That reaffirming provides you a knowing. When you get a knowing, fill in the gap. Take where you are right now and then where you came from and fill that gap in with that positive emotion. Strengthen that mindset through positive emotion inside of you. This is what aligns you to gratitude, to joy, to love, to some of the other stronger positive emotions. And you start to feel better throughout your life, and not only feeling better right now, but consistently feeling better throughout your lives. This is what manifests new things into your life, is those emotions. You're strengthening the emotional connection to your desired creation. All of that happens and manifests through clarity. And this is why I say really it's more of a spiritual experience through this clarity, because you're blending, you're mixing the material world, the thoughts, the desires, and the actions with the emotions. And when you bring those two together, that's really where you find the authenticity in your life. But you see, most people want to live a happy life. That's what they want, is a happy life. This is where you become aligned to creating that happy life. Because internally, what you're thinking and what you're doing in your actions becomes aligned to how you want to feel, which is happy. Perseverance and clarity is when we stop the separation the separation of self, the identity, and we allow ourselves to grow into our new mindset. That's where we become connected to our true self. And clarity helps us define in larger terms, in bigger terms, who we really are. And the more we define who we are, the more set we become to our true self. This is the walk in the path to finding authenticity. And clarity is where we apply the growth to our emotions and bring that spiritual connection into the process of finding and living our own authentic life. I hope everybody understands that. If there's questions, please leave questions in the comments section. This is a very important trait in the emotional connection, and where that comes from is very important to understand, and understand in the context of your own belief systems, not somebody else's. All right? So if you have questions, please leave those comments. Drop me an email, tony@thethresholdofcreation.com. We just went through the 7 traits. This is what the foundation is for the threshold of creation. Now, next week, we're going to get into how we actually apply this foundation, this framework, into our lives. And that how is going to be a process that we're going to be able to follow every day and practice creating authenticity in our life. So stay tuned for this next week. That's where we're going to get into the how to get through the what. That's the introduction. Now we're going to get into how we're actually going to follow it and create it, manifest that authenticity, becoming true to ourselves through the authentic life we want to create. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. We'll be on tonight to explain that process a bit in an overview. Sunday, I will not be here. I'm taking a day off on Sunday. And then Monday morning, we're going to come back in and start following the process and how we're going to create and practice this authenticity in our life. Thanks, everyone. Enjoy. Have a great day.